What's poppin', y'all? It looks like Cenat's finally starting to experience one of my DJ Khaled favorite album covers suffering from success, because he recently just got done doing a 7-day jail stream, which was some insane production. Like, they basically had like a real jail with the cells, with the blocks, with the showers, all of that. And he just reenacted it, had a bunch of characters coming in and out. I saw a couple of clips, but man, I'm too old to watch this stuff. Let's keep it a buck. But he's kind of reaching Mr. Beast territory where no matter what you do, people are going to find a reason to critique it. One of the things that people were saying just on social media, which got amplified by being posted on the Shade Room, I don't really think there was much pushback on him had it not been amplified. And people saying stuff like, oh, this is corny. You know, I mess with him as an entertainer. Oh yeah, he's making jail seem a cool and fun experience to people, stuff like that. Cenat replies to this, saying the following.
That's what I thought. Like the whole point of this for real. Like the whole thing when I was watching 60 Days In, I like the show is crazy, and I wanted to make it. But at the same time, it's a good way to show the people why you don't want to be here. Yeah. Waking up at 6. Like, we complain at every meal we get.
Yes. The water is freezing cold.
The water is freezing cold. We got 20 minutes. Like, bro, we could have got, if I wanted to, I could have cheated the system, got us some nice hot water. Yeah, no. They say, yo, I say, yo, bro, just bring the truck. They don't even know. It's a truck that comes every time at 11 through a tube from a container on the back of a truck. We have 20 minutes to use the thing, and it's cold water. And if you miss it, you miss it. Yo, 20 minutes for everybody, bro. That's crazy. I don't want to. I'll be in my shower with a big speaker, bumping baby in them. What? In the shower.
And this is where he's starting to feel the pressure. Now, granted, it's fine for him to feel the pressure in the sense that he just had a whole riot going on in New York City that was not a good look. He got arrested. It just wasn't good for his image. Here, that's not why he wanted to do this. And he just wanted to do this for entertainment, which is completely fine. How is this glamorizing jail in any way, shape, or form? And this is where things start to not frustrate me, but I start to look at people like, yo, are you just hating on this person because they're successful? Because there's no other legitimate reason for you to direct hate towards him and not someone else. Everybody, this is acting. We don't get upset at people for making jail movies. Cenat is basically an actor. Everyone knows this guy is living fine. He's in his own house with, his whole crew. He's doing his whole thing. When he's in jail, it's everyone's known that this is acting. He's about to act for the next 7 days, and this isn't what jail is actually like. Like, do you think any single person in general, in their right mind, in their wrong mind, whether they're autistic, no matter what, is watching this from beginning to end and saying, man, jail looks lit. I can't wait to commit a crime and go there. No, everyone knows this is fake. It's kind of like using the video games as an example for violence, which does have some merit depending on the lane you take with that argument, but that's not for a topic for this video or probably any video. The argument that I can understand, though, is when some people say, oh yeah, I think that's corny, which everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think the most impressive thing about this is the whole setup. Getting the cameras set up, getting the location, all the back-end stuff is what really intrigues me. The actual content, it's not for me. Now, I'm not going to call it corny because I just think that's an overused word. It's just not for me. And I think people can say that without trying to say something is lame. And other people have done this before. For example, Ice Poseidon, he didn't do this, but something relatively close to it. He's doing it again now. I mean, he's like the OG of in real life streaming. Also, Mr. Beast kind of did this for a YouTube video, but nobody's done something to this level for live streaming. So he's really pushing whether you think it's corny or not, or if it's for you or not, he's pushing the envelope of live streaming. And he doesn't have to do this. Like, the guy's making more money sitting in his room than he is spending it on the production crew and everyone involved with this event over the past 7 days. He's making way more money if he just stays at home. But he's one of those people I think he's like Mr. Beast in the sense that Mr. Beast was like, yo, I want to create these spectacles of YouTube videos that nobody's really doing, and kept pushing it forward and forward. And granted, I kind of don't like that genre, me personally, but I can respect somebody that did something like that. Cenat's doing that for live streaming. Like, what other huge live streamer is putting out events like this for himself? Granted, Ludwig, the YouTuber, he's done big events. I think he's done like chess boxing or something like that. But Kai Cenat is someone that's doing it at a massive level. He's not doing like big events. Yeah, I mean, he tried to do the giveaway thing. But organizing something like this isn't easy. And it's kind of like live acting. It's a live show that people are getting to watch from their home. They don't need to buy tickets. It's not a movie. I could see him acting in movies eventually. He would definitely have to practice and do his own thing. But this guy's producing mini movies on his YouTube channel. I just don't see how you can hate, even if it's not for you. Like, you just kind of got to respect someone that's always willing and looking for new ways to beat their last performance, as opposed to streamers that can just sit around and consistently just collect checks or react to other people's stuff, which I have no problem with. In my head, it's like, yo, you're way safer doing that. So much less can go wrong, and you're making more money. Like, yeah, just continue doing that. Why wouldn't you? And that's what your audience wants to see anyway. Like, you kind of got to introduce something new to them and wonder, like, hey, are they going to like this or not? So it's kind of taking a risk on all fronts. The audience might not even mess with it and say, we don't really like this. The viewership might go down. You never know. Now, with an event like this, it's so big and you have all of these different characters that are coming in and out. It's kind of like a merging of universes with hip-hop and Twitch streaming, and that's not something that's being done very often because a lot of streamers in general, they weren't seen as, I guess, cool until Kai Cenat came along and was able to like tap into hip-hop/rap and was cool with the rappers, and rappers thought he was cool. And that's partially because of the demographics of what streamers were. I mean, they all listen to rap and hip-hop, but if you put them in the same room with somebody, they wouldn't gel. They wouldn't vibe together. They wouldn't hang out if they were in the same high school lunch table. Whereas with Kai, you could be like, yeah, I could totally see him hanging out with these people if they went to school together or something like that. So that's something that, props to him. It's just that this is going to keep happening. Goes back to Mr. Beast. People say, yo, why does this guy have to record what he's doing? He makes money from recording what he does. So he won't be able to do what he does for long if he doesn't continue recording it. Do you see how that works? It's kind of like if someone has 5 million and they just do good with that 5 million, but they could generate 50 million by recording doing what's good, they're going to run out of money and they're not going to be able to do any more good. And I think it actually genuinely inspires other people to do good as well. Now, do I think that the intention is completely altruistic in Mr. Beast's case? That's a different story, but we can never know. I can't judge somebody's heart, but who cares? If the outcome is great, then the outcome is great. That's up to God to judge the person's intentions. Circling back to Kai Cenat, though, I think he just got to stop looking at internet comments as much. Unless it's something that he knew in his heart, where he was like, yo, this thing went out of hand, like the New York City thing, that got out of hand, and I think he was genuinely disappointed in the behavior that people exhibited during that event. That's one thing. But this is a non-issue. Nobody should have been upset about it. People finding it corny is cool, but you should direct your aim to rappers. They make going to prison seem way cooler than Kai Cenat ever did. Bobby Shmurda gets out. Everyone's saying, yo, shout out Bobby. He held it down, blah, blah, blah. This, and that. Bobby Shmurda falls off by his own accord, though. Nobody else's fault. Pooh Shiesty goes in. People get in, do 2-3 years, come out. They're more lit than ever. They're making all the aspects that lead you into jail and prison seem cool. That's way more dangerous than that. But, I mean, these same people, they're not coming at them and saying, yo, what are you doing? You guys are glamorizing crime. No, they're saying, hey, this is free speech. We've got to protect drill music's right for artistic freedom. Don't use people's lyrics in court. All of this, but some guy's doing a fake jail stream and they're like, man, nah, this one's making jail look real cool. Get the hell out of here. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.